Take away the mother of these children. The mother, they need their mother. I don't know what I did to deserve this. It's hell.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I am back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. Being that a lot of these shows aren't coming back next week because of the holiday, I'm going to get Miami out the way because Miami is coming back next week. So, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'm going to do that a little bit later on, so it won't be too much gaps in between. And Real Housewives of Potomac's not coming back this week. Salt Lake is not coming back this week. So it's gonna be some gaps, right? But yeah. So, but y'all, Lisa, I get, like I said in my last video, I understand her frustration with the whole Lenny situation. However, I'm tired of hearing about Lenny. God knows I am. I know y'all are too, because girl. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
Y'all, I'm over here heading to work. I live in the city. I mean, like my drive, instead of taking the highway is quicker, but the highway, and like if you ever live up here in Maryland, DC area, like traffic is bananas. So I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to not deal with that traffic. So yeah. So let's talk about the episode. We see the girls, they're still on vacation. I think they're in Palm Beach. And you know, the girls are having a good time. We see Alexia and Marisol. They're sitting down basically talking about, you know, Julia blasting Marisol, and you know, Julia basically talked about that she was talking to Marisol's ex. Marisol's like, well, I don't think it's right for her to talk to an ex that, you know, I had a toxic breakup with.
Wants to like behead Adriana. Was your friend my ex? I don't think you should take any credence from an ex I had a really toxic breakup with.
To be honest, Marisol, who knew that besides you? That's not very much like information that people know. Julia and you aren't friends. Julia has been clocking your teeth this whole time. So I don't think she's over here going to be like, oh my God, girl, can you believe? Yeah, you know, this, that, and the third. She's not doing that, right? So my whole thing is the fact that, like I said before, Alexia has been going against Julia this whole time. And she does it in subtle ways. And that's supposed to be your good girl. Mind you, Marisol is a sub character, and the reason why she is a sub character is because she always played the background for Alexia. While Alexia's over here condemning her, she's over here playing the background for her good girl. So I'm just like, girl, I mean, that's your fault. You want to play over here and be you know, the sub character to her. She's basically telling like, well, you know, Julia's coming from a good place. She's not coming from a bad place. You can't think that she always comes from a bad place. She just did the same thing. Martina was there too. And if I was Marisol, I would tell Alexia, like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You're not about to tell me something about an ex, and you're supposed to act like I care about it.
And you don't want to see that. You're not seeing my side. It's not cool. It's not cool. I feel that it's hard for me to be honest with
Mind you, I can understand Marisol's perspective where it's like, if we had a bad breakup, of course he's going to say horrible things about me. We're not cool. We're not friends. We don't like each other. So obviously, right? But yeah.
You're going to tell me, like, naked truth? Yeah. And so will I. Promise? Like, pinky promise, right? No, 100%. Okay, straight to the point.
So y'all, all the ladies talked to Lisa, you know, at dinner. They talked to Lisa about this whole Lenny situation with the car. And basically her allegedly taping him, or conversations, you know, it's very loose base, right?
It's okay. It was bedtime, so they went to bed.
But they're trying to question her, like, okay, if he's saying this and accusing you of this, then why even keep driving the car? And you know, the question popped in my head too. I get what she's saying. You know, she earned it. She, you know, was his wife. This, that, and the third. You know, I am the wife I deserve. Cool. Nobody's saying you don't. But I think the part that because she's basically calling for the girls to show her some compassion and understanding.
Very receptive. You need to be receptive too. I am being receptive. You guys twist everything. You can't have a conversation and say the truth.
But I don't think she's really understanding that if he's accusing you of these things because, mind you, it seems like allegedly that he's accusing her of these things because he don't want her to use them. He don't want her to have the money. He don't want her to do none of that, right? My whole thing is this. Why not have a rental car for the time being? I feel like Lisa makes enough money on this show. She should be. To be honest, Lisa's storyline has been pulling everybody for the last 2 seasons. So the girl should be the #1 paid on the show, to be honest. You know how much I'd be like, yeah, y'all gotta give me a meal. Like, I get that he should be providing for her, but Lisa, I think at this point in your life, it's time for you to put your big girl panties on, or thongs, whatever you want to do, and you need to detach from him and start doing the shit on your own.
Understand where you're coming from, Alexia. Everything. If Todd were to be accusing me of alleging planting devices, I would definitely not drive the car. But
like, if you know that he's over here doing this about the car, get your own car and keep it pushing. But I feel like with Lisa, she's so hell bent on having Lenny pay for everything, which might be to her detriment and downfall. We see Gertie, she's back home. I think all the girls leave, right? Gertie is back home with her hubby, and she's basically talking about, Lisa. Talk about how Lisa is just so obsessed over this man. Like, they have told her, like, girl, let's not talk about it. Let's not bring it up. Maybe we can talk about something else. Think about your kids. Think about this. Think about that. But she is so wrapped up in like she said, I'm in the thick of it. So, the girls are trying to find her ulterior things to talk about other than, Lenny. Yes, Lenny might be doing this stuff to you, but you're trying to provide a life for your kids, right? And we're not even gonna talk about the $10,000 she spent on Grubhub. Girl. Or what was it? Was it Grubhub? It was something. I was just like, girl, $10K? Damn. Must be nice. So Lisa gets a call for Adriana, and her kids are at ballet. They're doing
How are you? I'm good. Well, not really good. I'm here with the kids.
I don't like the fact that Lisa talks in front of her kids. I think it's the 4th or 5th time that she's done it, and I don't like that because it's just like, if you want your kids to stay out of it, keep your kids out of it. Because by having those conversations in front of your kids, you're drawing your kids in, right? But she told Adriana that Lenny has made a motion trying to get 100% custody of her kids. Now, I don't agree with this just because of the way that he got with that little girl. I think she's like, 21? So he got with the mistress, right? I don't think that he should have 100% custody because, one, his morals is fucked up.
And yet, he's making all kinds of false accusations. He's trying to paint me as an unfit mother.
If you want to do what you did to Lisa with this other girl, and he can marry whoever he wants to, cool, whatever. But I had a step parent that treated me like a stepchild, that treated me, to my perspective, unfairly, right? So I had a step parent that I felt like didn't like me. So I would never want someone to put their child through that, especially when it's already toxic and volatile. So my whole thing with Lenny is like, you act like your kids the kids was with Lisa the whole time. So if you get 100% custody, the kids are going to be with that girl majority of the time then they're with you. And then you think that the kid, like, mind you, like I said this before, my parents separated when I was 6, but I didn't find out the whole situation about how my dad cheated on my mom and married the mistress until I was 16, So once I found out in 16, obviously I started acting out because I was pissed off, right? So that might be the same thing that happened with the kids. Maybe the kids might not know now, but in the future, they're going to know. And they're probably not going to hate their dad, but that girl, whatever her name is, oh, baby, they're going to bring you through it. They're going to tear you up. I'm trying to tell you, right? But all in all, I don't think that Lenny should get 100% custody. To be honest, I don't even think he should get 50%. Because until that situation is less toxic, they do not need to be around that girl by any means. It needs just to be Lenny and Lisa parenting their kids and trying to find a healthy balance. And on top of that, Lisa should not be bringing Jody around her kids until everything is over and done and everything is calmed down. Because for me, that would be confusing. You have this man who's the gay uncle. You got this skinny mini girl over here that look like Bones. She's over here. You don't know who she is. it's just confusing. And I feel like they probably should do a little bit better with co-parenting and figure out the situation because it's so volatile, right? Adriana comes over. She's crying to her in the car like, girl, this is hell. I'm living in hell. Oh, my God.
What I did to deserve this is hell. It's absolute hell. I feel like I'm living in hell and I can't.
Because basically, he don't want to pay her. He don't want to pay her nothing. He don't want to get nothing from her. They talk about him saying that she's tracking him or have a listening device in his car. First of all, if you have to do all of that, you're weird as fuck. 1, 2. Do I think Lisa is smart enough to do that? I don't. No shade, Lisa. I don't. So, it is what it is. If anything, I can see Lisa putting an air tag in the car. Not a listening device, but you know, Lindy probably just seemed paranoid. Right? So, we see Dr. Nicole meet with her father.
You look gorgeous, as usual.
Why are you by yourself? Where's ISIS?
And first of all, I just want to say, first and foremost, rest in peace to her father. Her father passed away, and you know, especially seeing this scene, like him planning on a future with this 20-year-old girl and trying to have a kid and this and third, it's kind of sad that, you know, he passed away. So, you know, my heart goes out to Nicole and her family.
It's very good.
Oh, okay.
I want to have a kid soon.
Excuse me?
But, you know, it seemed like she came a long way with her dad because her and her dad had a tumultuous relationship. That's why I connected with Nicole so much, because it reminds me of my own personal story. Like me and my dad, we aren't in the best place, and right now we aren't speaking, but I still have love for my dad, you know? So it's one of those things that I can always give Nicole respect for being, you know, the bigger person and, you know, bringing her dad back into her life. And maybe that will give me some type of reverence to do the same thing. But for right now, it's a no, right? But they talk about, you know, both of them are trying to have a baby. We already know that Nicole announced that she is pregnant. So, you know, I'm excited for them and, you know, and her expanding her family, you know? But yeah. Y'all, I'm going to talk about it during my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. But Denise, you asked for it. You begged for it. Are you dying for it? You're dying for it. You asked for it and Erica gave you what you was asking for. So now don't be over here like, oh, you're such a mean woman. Well, you should have never over here wanted her to give you what she gave you, the da-da-da, because you asked for it. So I don't feel no sympathy for Denise by any means. She said what she said. She gagged you. She gathered you. And it is what it is. Sorry. I just had to bring that up because I was watching some clips. And I'm just like, girl, you was begging for it at the last dinner. You couldn't even get your words out, girl. You was stumbling. So, but yeah, I'm going to get to it. I'm excited to do the Real House of Beverly Hills because I feel like Garcelle clocked in, Dorit clocked in, Sutton clocked in, Erica clocked in, Denise tried, Crystal couldn't get her words together, you know. But y'all, thank you all for all the support. I appreciate you guys. I see all the comments, and it really makes me feel good that, you know, I have people that really support me. Y'all are my friends in my head. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a great holiday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got